Hello friends, welcome to the session on conceptual basis of life skills. As we have discussed in the first module, life skills may be viewed as a range of psychosocial and cognitive abilities that equip individuals to make decisions and choices, manage their emotional well-being and communicate effectively. Life skills refer to a multiplicity of psychosocial and interpersonal competencies. Competencies, as Goldman notes, are coordinated bundles of habits. A common belief is that life skills are optional and secondary to the basic literacy and numeracy only if resources are available. Research, however, shows that students who develop socio-emotional skills and academic mindsets are better equipped to succeed in school and are able to transfer theoretical concepts to real life situations. Some of the life skills are self-directed while others are directed towards others. Life skills are skills that equip people to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. They are crucial for everyone to cope up with a rapidly changing world that can lead us to success and accomplish both in professional as well as real life. Drastic changes taking place around us have made learning life skills highly essential. To grow into well-functioning adults, it is critical that youth learn key life skills. Life skills include critical and creative thinking, decision making, effective communication, as well as skills for developing healthy relationship and positive self-concepts. It helps people to make responsible and informed choices and can promote healthy lifestyles as well as career skills. Life skills as an approach are designed to enhance efforts to positively develop or change behavior related to healthy functioning in society. This focus on behavior change distinguishes life skills from other approaches. Another distinguishing factor of life skills approach is the existence of a balance of three components like knowledge or information, attitude and values, and skills. Practical experience shows that the behavior is substantially more difficult to change and require more intensive approaches than knowledge and attitude change. The goal of the life skills approach is to promote healthy sociable behavior and to prevent or reduce risk behaviors as well as make an impact on knowledge and attitudinal components. What we need is the ability to act responsibly. Life skills enables us to transfer knowledge, attitude and values into actual abilities. Life skills have an important role to play in the promotion of health in its broader sense, in terms of physical, mental and social well-being. In particular, where health problems are related to behavior and where the behavior is related to an inability to deal effectively with the stresses and pressures in life. So now coming to the definitions and understanding of life skills. Life skills as a concept can be broad and multifaceted, and life skills initiatives can therefore include a wide range of goals, content and approaches. Life skills as defined by WHO are innumerable, and the nature and definition of life skills are likely to differ across cultures and settings. These broad definitions, however, insufficient for practical applications or for effective policy making. WHO further defined life skills as the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable humans to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of life. It is challenging for life skills intervention to identify which skills to target, which age group to target, and which activities to model might be optimal. A skill is a learned ability to do something well. Life skills are abilities that individuals can learn which help them to live a fruitful life. Life skills are defined in the targeting life skills model as skills that help an individual be successful in living a productive and satisfying life. Life skills covers areas like leadership, ethics, accountability, adaptability, personal productivity, personal responsibility, people skill, and self-direction. Leadership skill enables the person to solve problems, attain his or her life's goal, and the ability to motivate others and also to achieve a common goal. The person will meet high standard of accomplishment by following the ethics in his or her personal as well as professional life. He will be able to adapt to different roles and responsibilities. They are able to tolerate ambiguity and willing to change their priorities as per the requirement. Thus, they will be committed to their work by utilizing the time more effectively. UNICEF defines life skills as psychosocial abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. Life skill education will be effective only when people are able to act upon the skills which they have learned. In mental health and other areas, there is a considerable improvement in behavior with the help of life skills education. Life skills education lays the foundation for learning skills which is of greater demand in the job market. Life skills education enhances the set direction of the individual. They will be able to monitor his or her understanding and learning needs, and also as a commitment to learning as a lifelong process. It is very essential to understand the core life skills to comprehend the definitions effectively. Decision making helps us to deal constructively with decision about our lives. This can have consequences for health if young people actively make decision about their actions in relation to health by assessing the different options and what effects different decision may have. Similarly, problem solving enables us to deal constructively with the problems in ourselves. Significant problems left unresolved can cause mental stress. Creative thinking contributes to both decision making and problem solving by enabling us to explore the available alternatives and various consequences of our action or non-action. It helps us to look beyond our direct experiences, and even if no problem is identified or no decision is to be made, creative thinking can help us to respond adaptively and with the flexibility to the situations of our daily life. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information and experience in an objective manner. Critical thinking can contribute to health by helping us to recognize and assess the factors that influence attitudes and behavior, such as values, peer pressure, and the media. Effective communication really meant that we are able to express ourselves both verbally and non-verbally in ways that situate appropriately to our cultures and situation. This means being able to express opinion and desires, but also needs and fears. And it may mean being able to ask for advice and help when need arises. Interpersonal relationship skills help us to relate in positive ways with the people to interact with. This will make and keep friendly relationship, which can be of great importance to our mental and social well-being. It enables us to keep good relations with family members, which are an important source of social support. It may also mean being able to end a relationship constructively. Self-awareness includes recognition of us, of our character, of our strength and weaknesses, desires and dislikes. Developing self-awareness can help us to recognize when we are stressed or feel under pressure. It is also often a prerequisite for effective communication and interpersonal relations, as well as for developing empathy for others. Empathy is the ability to imagine what life is like for another person, even in a situation that we may not be familiar with. Empathy can help us to understand and accept others who may be very different from ourselves, which can improve social interactions, for example, in situations of ethnic or cultural diversity. Empathy can also help to encourage nurturing behavior towards people in need of care and assistance, or tolerance, as in the case with AIDS sufferers or people with mental disorders who may be stigmatized and ostracized by very people they depend upon for support. Coping with emotions involve recognizing emotions in ourselves and others, being aware of how emotions influence behavior and being able to respond emotions appropriately. Intense emotions like anger or sorrow can have negative effect on our health if we do not react appropriately. Coping with stress is about recognizing the source of stress in our life, recognizing how this affects us, and acting in ways that helps to control our levels of stress. This may mean that we take action to reduce sources of stress, for example, by making changes to our physical environment or lifestyles. Or it may mean learning how to relax so that tensions created by unavoidable stress do not give rise to health problems. The life skills described so far can be taught to young people as an abilities that they can acquire through learning and practice. So let us see how we can develop life skills program. Designing and implementing a life skills program is equally important to secure long-term support and resources for life skills education, and to engage from the very beginning all the potential agencies that would have a role to play in the process of life skills program development. introduction of life skills education require input from the school and education authorities for teacher training and the development of teaching manuals, as well as for the ongoing support of teaching programs once they are in place. Need and significance of life skills in present scenario. As we know, adolescence is a vital stage of growth and development, marks the period of transition from childhood to adulthood. There is a growing demand to educate adolescents with life skills to help them deal with their day-to-day life challenges and transition into adulthood with informed, healthy choices. Demonstrating its effectiveness, significance and value, life skills has become a major part of many intervention programs around the globe, particularly those aimed at the prevention of alcohol abuse, drugs and smoking. Life skills programs are conducted with a focus on specific life skills depending on the setting. World Health Organization reported that every day worldwide hundreds of children and youth die as a result of interpersonal violence and many more hospitalized with injuries. Poor social skills, low academic achievement, impulsiveness, truancy are among the factors that fuel this violence. This violence can be prevented by developing the skills of young children. Evidence shows that preschool enrichment and social development programs which target children early in life can prevent aggression, improve social skills, boost educational achievement and improve job prospects. The host factors that promote high risk behavior such as alcoholism, drug abuse and sexual relationships are boredom, rebellion, disorientation, peer pressure and curiosity. The psychological push factors such as the inability to tackle emotional pain, conflict, frustrations and anxieties about the future are often the driving force for high risk behavior. Life skills training is an effective tool for empowering the youth to act responsibly, take initiative and take control. It is based on the assumption that when young people are able to rise above emotional impasses arising from daily conflicts, entangled relationship and peer pressure, they are less likely to resort to antisocial or high risk behavior. Now, it will be quite interesting to discuss the relevance of the life skills education in the context of some evolved concepts which facelifted the socio-political life. Let us see life skills in the context of human rights, citizenship and social cohesion. Both the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Convention on the Rights of the Child identify explicit and fundamental roles for education in the promotion and respect for human rights, tolerance and peace, as seen in the figure. The emphasis here is not only on factual awareness of rights and identifying where they are exploited or restricted, but how individuals and groups' attitudes and behaviors towards these rights and values are internalized and enacted through interactions with one another. The development of inter and intrapersonal skills that enable individuals to avoid potentially abusive or exploitative relationship, cooperate with others and resolve conflict peacefully have thus become a pillar in the educational responses to rights commitment. Now let us see life skills in the context of disaster risk reduction and environmental protection. The role of education to prepare children to manage their responses to disasters and to take a role in the preparedness and resilience of their communities has emerged as concern over recent years, with several interventions and projects focusing on children's role in disaster risk reduction. It is a thematic area that also recognizes the importance of a range of skills in communication, critical thinking, and awareness. UNICEF has incorporated this strongly in its 2010 document addressing principles, concepts, and standards for life skills education, stating, quote, by addressing these concerns across the emergency spectrum, life skills education can contribute averting future emergencies as well as promoting individuals and community resilience and mitigating impact in the aftermath of an emergency. Life skills education is a basic learning need for all young people. It will help young people to empower in challenging situations. We need to create a life skills education as a cornerstone of various youth programs. An effective implementation strategy will help the youth to practice it in their life. Specific activities like leadership training, communication, interaction, understanding self, decision making, working with group, socialization, etc. added the quality of youth. Developing life skills helps the adolescents to translate knowledge, attitude, and their health behavior, such as acquiring the ability to reduce specific risk behavior and to adopt healthy behavior that improves their lives in general. When a person's range of various life skills increases, his or her independent functioning, social competence, and quality of life is also thought to increase. Life skills education aims to provide students with strategies to make healthy choices to contribute to a meaningful life. Life skills facilitate a complete and integrated development of individuals to function effectively as social beings. After discussing the relevance, it is significant to analyze how life skills can be developed. The development of life skills. The importance of early childhood experiences in the development of an individual's life skills and attitude, in particular the home and family environment, has been identified as an important factor in establishing the foundations for skills, attitude, and values relating to society. Importantly, the family environment can be significantly affected by factors such as the levels of life skills, education of parents, the nature of family relationship and communication within the family, and levels of household poverty and material consideration that restrict access to information and experiences. Similarly, the social norms of the wider community and the social structures in which the children grow, experience, test, and internalize those norms influence the development of relevant skills and behaviors. The implications for life skills education programming is the extension of psychosocial skills, aspects of interventions into the early childhood sector, and the need for a holistic approach to life skills education that links across the school, home, and community. Different organizations have different ways to instill these life skills in individuals who come to this organization to learn and find jobs. Life skills abilities are not limited or taught only to a particular age group. However, the age group targeted is mainly 10 to 18 adolescent years, since young people of this age group seems to be most vulnerable to behavior related health problems. Now let us see implementation aspects of life skills education. The intervention logic is explicit in most countries. These risks are elaborated in the analytical framework shown in the figure. The reviews of life skills education interventions highlight the need for political commitment and coordination from a range of ministries, donor agencies, and other regional and national programs. Where the life skills education initiative incorporates national and political priorities, it is reasonable to assume that political and wider public commitment can be mobilized. Now, it is very interesting to see life skills standards, benchmark, and indicators. UNICEF has developed comprehensive guidelines for developing standards and benchmarks for life skills education. UNICEF suggests that continuous assessment is one of the most effective ways of measuring long-term life skills education. The standards presented in the figure, which are broken down into benchmark, gives a framework for creating indicators that measure process and aid in the design of effective programs. Life skills education in schools clearly needs to take place in the context of broader education system reforms. To be effective, life skills ultimately need to be age aligned and inculcated in schools that are inclusive, with trained and motivated teachers who can employ participatory and experiential teaching practices. Now, let us see what are the approaches to build life skills. Various media have been employed to inculcate life skills or 21st century skills such as sport, drama and fine arts, storytelling, experiential workshops, mentoring initiatives, interactive classroom learning and discussion. There have been multiple innovations in the delivery of life skills in recent times through games and simulations, experiential activities and technology. In India and globally, many approaches in delivering life skills education have also been incorporated within other skill development activities. A collaborative approach of this nature can offer secure greater buy-in from different stakeholders, from policy makers to funders, as it may be viewed as producing more tangible outcomes. Some of these include life skills and employment. Life skills are imparted as a part of training program building secondary school students employability skills. Along with investing in technical skills, such programs addresses skills and mindsets such as taking responsibility, adaptability, entrepreneurship, effective communication, decision making, leadership and teamwork. The aim is to equip the children with technical knowledge as well as the soft skills required to succeed in the workplace, thereby directly translating their education into a source of livelihood. Life skills and value education. Existing policy in India by a large measure tends to focus on inculcating such skills through value-based education. However, unless well implemented, such approaches may be very prescriptive in nature and seen as an add-on to existing syllabus pressure. Early childhood education. Early childhood interventions lay strong foundations for children during the most critical development phase of their life, that is from age 3 to 6 years. Such interventions explicitly target a wide range of cognitive, language, emotional and social development. Life skills and child rights. Within India, there are several interventions that work on building life skills as a part of larger programs of child rights and empowerment. Synchronization and address target mindset and abilities such as self-awareness, leadership and social influence through their broad goals of tackling gender disparity, violence, health, etc. Then higher order thinking skills. Many life skills programs are increasingly catering to imparting 21st century skills. Such programs, which have accelerated in light of increasing advocacy for a shift from rote learning to support inquiry based learning by building critical thinking and creative problem solving skills. Now, let us summarize what we have learned. Skills that are required for well-being and aid individuals to develop into active and productive members of their communities are considered as life skills. Life skills are associated with managing and living a better quality of life. They help individuals to accomplish their ambitions and live life to their fullest potential. Practicing life skills leads to qualities such as self-esteem, sociability and tolerance, competencies to take action and generate change, and the capacity to have the freedom to decide what to do and who to be. These are the skills that one needs to make the most out of life. Skills that bring confidence in one's life, motivate oneself and bring positivity and happiness in an individual's life. Life skills are acquired by direct experience or by teaching and helping individuals to encounter challenges or meet daily tasks in their lives. Thank you for watching this program. Have a nice day.